Shador starting for the rest of the year.
Of course, that was a given.
Like
I expected
said,
that.
Like I said.
Who do they play tomorrow? They play. Oh, yeah, there it is. They're playing the Bears in Chicago.
They're going to the Bears, who lead the league with 18 interceptions, and they're running away with the turnover differential. They're plus 17. Houston's next at plus 12. It's going to be 10-degree wind chill on Sunday. It's going to be one of the coldest games in the history of Soldier Field. So I don't love throwing the football in 10-degree wind chill to start with. And then the Bears, look what they did at Philly. They ran for 281 yards. And I just watched the Browns defense against the freaking Titans give up 184 yards rushing. Yeah. So you don't think that Chicago and Ben Johnson we are going to run it down your throats.
Chicago.
If Shador can pull off this win, this will solidify his stature in the Browns for at least next season. Because the Bears, what is their record? They're like 9-3?
9-4.
9-4.
And right now they're 7th seed in the race. So you have the 3-10 Browns against the 9-4 Bears. Bears need this win to stay in the race for the NFC North with Green Bay, since they lost to Green Bay last week.
Here are 3 bold predictions I have for this Sunday's matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. My first bold prediction, I think that the Bears offense will rush for over 230 yards. Browns front 7 is talented, but I think the Bears will commit to the run early on, and the Browns will have no answer for Kyle Monunga and DeAndre Swift. Also, with how harsh it will be to throw in that wind, expect Caleb's legs to get involved as well. And for my second bold take, I think a random Browns wide receiver will have a career day against the Bears on Sunday. The Bears secondary got torched last week, so I am expecting a Browns receiver not named Jerry Jeudy to go for 90 yards and a touchdown.
You have your 3-10 Commanders against the 2-11 Giants. Who you think gonna win?
It could go any way at this point.
Right.
We got Mariota
and they got the quarterback for the Giants.
Oh yeah, Jackson.
Dart, always getting his ass popped. So they going at it. Then you have the 2-11 Raiders against the 8-5 Eagles. The Eagles are reeling because last week Jalen Hurts had 2, not 1, but 2 turnovers in one damn play.
Jalen Hurts, he becomes the first quarterback in the history of the human civilization to turn it over twice on one play.
Oh, that the person has he had an interception, got it back, and ended up fumbling all in one play. And he had a total of 4 turnovers? 4 turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
And they on a 3-game loser streak. They look very eerie, like how it was 2 years ago when they had a 7-game losing streak total collapse. But yeah, they got the Raiders, so they should win this game. But you got to play.
That's been the talk going on this week because people who are Eagles fans are saying they should get rid of Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts should be on the bench, and they would have a way better chance if Tanner McKee was starting for them. Honestly, Jalen Hurts should come in.
Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, he should kind of come in for the tush push and goal line. They're amazing at the goal line because of Jalen Hurts. But what's weird is Jalen Hurts, he can't really play from the pocket unless he has. And again, Eagles fans are going to lose their minds, but they know at this point.
They know in their souls.
Yeah, we have the best O-line in the league and totally healthy, and Saquon is the best running back in the NFL. And your receivers are A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, and everyone's healthy. Yeah, Jalen Hurts is great. And when it's not like that, it looks like this. Is Tanner McKee really going to be worse than what we're watching with Hurts?
Either bench him or trade him.
Which is dumb. Like, how you bench and trade him? He was your Super Bowl MVP last year. Just last year. Like, where does it make sense? You're dumb.
Maybe that's how Philly treats black quarterbacks.
Well, Philly is dumb. Them Philly fans are stupid. If any Philly fan saying that he needs to be traded, you need to be smacked in your damn mouth. Because you just got the damn title. It is hard to win championships in the NFL. And the NFL has created the structure base for that.
Benching Jalen Hurts for Tanner McKee would be idiotic. and it would set this franchise back. And let's not act like Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback to have a bad game. He actually has less interceptions than Dak Prescott. He has less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about y'all, but I would rather have my quarterback throw 4 picks in the regular season and not when the game's on the line in the playoffs like Justin Herbert did. You know, I would prefer that Hurts plays at his apex in the playoffs rather than be like Dak Prescott and not make an NFC championship game. I'm on one today because y'all have pissed me off talking about my guy. And we really see who are the true fans and who are the true believers through who sticks with him during this time.
They want to create parity. They want to make sure that other teams have a chance to win. Dynasties are not fun anymore because they don't want to see the same team win it. Unless you just go out there and the organization did everything the right way to where Chiefs, you have an opportunity to be in the Super Bowl and this and the third, that's something different. But leagues now are adopting to where they don't want to see dynasties. They rather see different championships come into play.
Exactly. So I think the Philadelphia fans are acting a little bit spoiled.
Right. So then you also have the reeling 8-5 Colts against the 10-3 Seahawks.
That was story number 2.
Now this is really, 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 really interesting because Daniel Jones, he was having, and most people say he was having an MVP caliber type season. He tore his Achilles last week, gone for a year. And so now they're turning to 44-year-old former Wolfpack Phillip Rivers.
Old man Rivers
back on the field. 44. The man hasn't played in 5 years.
A grandfather
of 13 children. And you're sitting here and talking about you're back on the field. He can't move. This is going to be interesting. I get it. It's a desperate move for the Colts because they was looking good at the beginning of the year. Looked like they Super Bowl contenders. Now that they lost their quarterback, they're shelling themselves and they're trying to save their season. So, but 44-year-old Phillip Rivers will make his NFL start tomorrow against the Seahawks, which their defense is like dominating. So this is going to be real interesting. I like Seahawks in that game.
Phillip Rivers is going to play this week. If I said to you tomorrow, ring, ring, Tom, can you play Sunday? Could you generate drives?
Yes, I certainly could. But first of all, who retires and then unretires and then is ultimately going to retire? Who does that? I think the answer for me would be yes. But I'm very excited to watch Phillip play because it speaks to, how much he loves the game and really what he's able to do still. And this game is about for the quarterback from the neck up.
Yeah. Now, Rivers was drafted in the same quarterback class as Eli Manning and Roethlisberger in 2004. Mm-hmm. Played mostly 16 seasons with the Chargers, which is where I remember him, and 1 season for the Colts before retiring. So now with Rivers coming back into the game, he
was part of that famous trade with Eli when Eli got drafted.
Oh yeah,
when Eli got drafted by the Chargers, and
the Giants drafted Rivers, right?
Exactly, Giants drafted Rivers. Eli and his dad said, we ain't playing at the Chargers. And they forced the Chargers to make the trade with Phillip Rivers. So Phillip Rivers went from the Giants to the Chargers. And Eli went from the Chargers to the damn Giants. So the next time I hear anybody, especially black folks, talk about nepotism, talk about how they got what they want, this is a prime example right here. They made that trade. Go ahead.
That's great. For 44 years old, coming out of retirement.
It's almost like a slap in my face, bro.
It's like,
I ain't gonna lie.
Do you even come off like you're available? But with your career and all the things that you're doing in media, do you come off like you're available? Well, state the case then, brother.
Did Phillip Rivers send any type of signs that he was available? Why you asking me to do something that everybody else didn't do? I ain't no sucker. I ain't no lab rat.
You ain't even retired.
I did not
Yeah.
and will not because of an opportunity like this.
All I was going to say was Phillip being with the Colts. He led them to an 11-5 record in 2020 before a loss to the Bills in the wild card game. So he's had success with the Colts, and who knows, there could be a possibility he has success with the Colts again on this game tomorrow.